Hello there, YouTube. It's your boy B3, back with another kicking graphic novel review. I did say I wanted to do more DC today, so here we are with Superman Volume 1, What Price Tomorrow, from the New 52. Yes, a lot of people weren't keen on the New 52 Superman book. I remember reading the single issues back in the day, and not being super impressed. There were some that I liked, but I wasn't always super impressed with it. My friends and I, we would all read a lot of books, and we wouldn't read the same books as each other, because then we would like trade, not permanently, but like I let a friend read my New 52 Batman, and he let me read his New 52 Superman, so I could kind of get like, you know, all the cores, you know. It was a good cost-effective way of reading books. But these days, I don't have a lot of comic book friends that I see all the time, and I mostly read digital. I know, I roll. But when you read as many comics as I do, it's the cheapest way, and also the best for storage. Like, I'm trying to sell a lot of my physical stuff right now, which you can see on my store, both on eBay and my physical store. But that's enough selfish and shameless self-promotion. Let's talk about Superman. So this book begins with the Daily Planet kind of being bought out, and the classic Daily Planet atop the building being destroyed and replaced. And it's like, okay, so the New 52 is just going to be fully disrespectful then. And you remember the New 52, remember everybody had to be a young pretty boy, including characters that it didn't make sense for, like Lobo. Superman being younger and attractive is fine. Actually, he's always attractive. Whew, damn. But still. He sees this, he doesn't like it, of course he doesn't like it, but there are these, like, kind of elemental alien forces, some of which are visible only to Superman. We get this fire one that Superman has to stop, and there's an ice one, and there's, like, one that's just like an invisible lizard man, and it turns out these forces are Kryptonian, made by Superman, and they like take him over. It's very odd. It's quite odd. And for some reason the invisible one can be seen on camera, but not with the naked eye. It's whatever. But, you know, there's a lot of the stuff about, oh, journalism is changing and the Daily Planet can't be the same. And it's like, they very clearly mean what audiences want is changing, and Superman can't be the same. But maybe he should be. Maybe Superman is something we should aspire to. And if the things we aspire to change, were they ever worth aspiring to be in the first place? Anyway, that's enough philosophy. Anyway, Superman has to fight these elemental Kryptonian beings that he made for... It's just a confusing, weird book. And it's not as bad as I remember, to be completely honest with you. It really isn't as bad as I remember. I'm actually going to give the whole run a chance. I've read further than this in single issues, but I am going to get the rest of the trades for this run. The whole run. Not just the ones by this creative team, but for really just everything up till Rebirth. Because I've already read and reviewed all of Rebirth, and oh my god, the 2016 Tomasi Gleason Superman run is one of my favorites. It kicks this run's ass already. But yeah, Superman does stop the elemental beings. I'll let you read it yourself to find out how. And then he also has a bit of a kerfuffle with a Supergirl, who you remember in the New 52 was really angry all the time, to the point where she became a Red Lantern, which I actually thought was a good, fun story. Quite liked it. And then there's a second Superman, and where did this second Superman come from? There is so much going on. But there is a lot of cool art stuff in the back, including a very cool character design by Jim Lee. And I do want to talk about Superman's New 52 outfit. I feel like it's important for Volume 1. A lot of people hated this look, and they hated how it functioned as well. It doesn't have the underpants, which a lot of people complained about. To be honest, I don't really care either way about them. As far as the trunks on the outside go, I can take it or leave it. That's really never been an issue for me. Ever. But a lot of people also didn't like that this was armor. Kryptonian armor. Hey, why does Superman need armor? He's invulnerable. Well, I mean, like, yeah, but all Superman's, or most of Superman's villains are also heavy hitters, who are also super strong and invulnerable. So armor, you know, lightweight armor that doesn't slow him down or anything is not uncalled for. You can always be more protected, you know? I guess it's fine. It makes sense. It might not be super necessary, but it makes sense. Also, it's a piece of tech from his planet. It's part of his heritage. It carries his family crest on it. It makes sense that he, the survivor of this dead planet, who never personally knew that family, would want to rep it. Does that not make sense? And another thing, it's kind of nanotech-ish. I don't know if it actually is nanotech, but it forms around his body. Like, you know how the Flash can form like a Speed Force energy around his body to make his outfit? This armor forms around him, so he doesn't have to fly off, find a place to change, and recover his clothes later, if at all. His clothes are just under the armor. It works. He can get to the scene of a crime faster, and he can get back into his civilian guise faster. Yes, I know he moves at super speed, and it probably doesn't save that much time, but when you're saving lives, every second is crucial, is it not? I'm pro the new 52 Kryptonian armor. I think it looks good. Sorry. And I think its functionality makes sense. Sorry again. But I like it. I like it, okay? People love seeing characters like Batman and Iron Man and etc. in new outfits, but you put a new outfit on Superman and everybody freaks. Like, people are always saying, oh, Superman's lame, Superman's boring. But then they change something about Superman to try to cater to these people, and they're like, why would you change that? What do you want? Superman is one of the greatest characters in fiction. I love Superman. He should be a character that we look up to. And stories about his formative years are cool. But when your main Superman in all your books is the formative Superman, he's not really the thing to aspire to yet. So a lot of the main point behind Superman's character in his stories isn't there yet. And I think that is why a lot of people didn't connect with New 52 Superman. The inspiration wasn't there. But then, at the end of the New 52 and the beginning of DC Rebirth, they replaced him with an older, more experienced Superman who was there. Who could inspire again. A Superman that people didn't think were boring. When people tell me, when comic book readers tell me they think Superman is boring, and they don't like him, and they don't think he can work, I point them towards the 2016 Tomasi Gleason Superman run, or Morrison's All-Star Superman, and I say, you read this book, and you come back and say that to my face. And not one person who has actually taken me up on it has ever come back and told me that they thought Superman was dumb, or boring, or bad, or irrelevant. Not one. And I challenge you to do the same if you think that. So is this book as bad as we kind of remember it to be? No. But is it really good? Also no. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.